This episode of Techno Buffalo is brought to you by Netflix and the letter D. Welcome back to the episode of Rettinger's Rants. It's the show where I rant, rave, get all red-faced about something that's bugging me in the wide world of technology. Up this week, we're going to talk about Android and why setting up a new Android phone is such a pain in the butt. This is Rettinger's Rants. It's time to get your ranties in a bunch. So the nature of what we do here at Techno Buffalo is we test a lot of phones, and I use every phone that I review as my daily driver for some period of time, 5 days, 7 days, 10 days, however long it might be. And setting up a brand new, fresh out of the box Android phone is a gigantic pain. If you've ever used Android, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Recently, the SIM reader in our HTC One broke, so HTC replaced it for us, sent us a new one, and I was all excited because I got to use HTC's awesome backup tool where it supposedly does full backups and restores it right to your phone. Not the case with the AT&T unit. It does not come with HTC's backup installed on it. You gotta download it as an app, and it just doesn't work all that well as it does if it was pre-installed right out of the box. So it got me thinking, why is it so easy to switch devices on iOS, yet such a gigantic pain in the behind to do it on Android? So before all the rooting folks get out there and say, John, if you root your phone, you can do it very easily. I know, I've done it. I've rooted, and I can do backups very easily. You can do full OS backups. You can do it with CyanogenMod and a ton of others. Totally get that and understand that. But for the average user who's not doing any sort of rooting or even jailbreaking on the iOS side, switching Android phones is a gigantic pain. I think that's a big hindrance for people upgrading and why people still stick with iOS. If you don't have another phone to look at and reference how you like it, each phone is going to be different. And I find that to be very annoying, and I think that's a fundamental problem with Android. One of my wish lists for Key Lime Pie was that Android and Google in particular would make skins simply that, just a skin. The way skins are now, it's sort of a lightly used term. It's really a full different OEM version of Android released by Samsung or HTC for Sense. There's really no way to turn it off. I am hopeful, I know this is pie in the sky, that with Key Lime Pie, Google will say, you know what? We're really gonna make these skins and we're gonna release a full automated backup solution. I'm not talking Google's weird backup solution now. It doesn't really back much stuff up or sync stuff in the cloud. I want to be able to restore my phone exactly the way it was on a new device. So if I switch from an HTC device to a Samsung device, I want it to look the same. The icons can look different from Sense to TouchWiz, that's fine. But everything that is the same, I want it to be, and I don't understand why we can't do that yet. Now try and look at it from the perspective of a layman, someone who just bought a new phone. They walked into AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon, Sprint, whatever it might be. They've got, let's say, a Galaxy S3. They want to upgrade to a Galaxy S4, and they turn it on. It looks nothing like their old phone looked, and they don't know how to do it. It'd be great if you could log in, say, oh, restore from backup, hit a button, and boom, your phone looks exactly the way it did on your old device, regardless of what previous manufacturer you used. And I don't feel like I should have to root or go that road in order to get a backup. I love Android. Android is my preferred operating system, but like most things in life, it's far from perfect. And I think that would be another step to getting it towards that perfection and to get it to be a step closer to the incredible OS that I think it can be. So I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. What do you think Android's missing? For me, that is my big one. I did a whole video on Key Lime Pie features that I wanted to have. You can check a look at that at technobuffalo.com. So let me exhale, step away, and thank our friends and sponsors at Netflix. You know them, you love them. It is the premier way to watch TV shows and movies streaming directly to your TV, your phone, your tablet. If you got a game console at home, Xbox 360, PS3, Nintendo Wii, or Wii U, you can get Netflix. You can catch up on all the shows that you want to watch. Have you heard a lot of good things about Mad Men, but you want to see what happened in the first few seasons? Check it out on Netflix. To give it a shot, go to netflix.com/buffalo and get a free 30-day trial. Again, go to netflix.com/buffalo and get your streaming on. You guys agree, disagree? I want to hear from you. Please give this video a thumbs up. We most definitely do appreciate it. Check us out at technobuffalo.com. I'm John Rettinger. I'll see you in the next video.